We are here down at Matheson Hammock Park, getting ready to put the boat into the water. Park is already pretty full since it is a holiday weekend, but they have several ramps that you can use, and the parking is actually pretty large, except for it's been raining like crazy, so some of it's kind of flooded, so that's not good, but we'll find a spot. And I believe it was only $16 to launch, and we'll be here all weekend, so $16 is pretty worth it. We were so happy to be on the water with Miami as our skyline view. We headed northeast towards Key Biscayne before heading over to our anchorage, which was west at North Key. We expected a strong southeast breeze overnight, so we avoided the open mooring field and anchored behind a nearby island in 4 feet of water just before the rain set in.
You're organizing.
Gotta do something when it's raining.
We got lots of stuff to organize in here. And we're cleaning out the bottom of our table, which was normally where we stored a bunch of things we didn't know where to put, but we are getting organized. Here's baby.
So what are we doing right now?
We're rowing in to listen to some music, and get some food, maybe a beer.
Beer agreed. We are heading into, we're not quite sure what this place is called. I think it's called Grove Grill Bar or something. I don't know. But
Right next to North Key.
Steve is rowing us. He is always our dinghy motor, which is awesome. I just kind of hang tight. And this is where we're headed. What do you do when you wake up to rain? Have an extra cup of coffee and plan out your day. After a couple hours of miserable rain, we kept the sails down and just headed over to No Name Harbor. You might even recognize the boat we buddied up with and the guy that's on it.
Hiding from no seams. They attacked
They attack like crazy.
Unprovoked once again. We're such nice people and they just come right after us.
As you can see, it is still very daylight outside, but it is what, close to 7 o'clock? I don't even know what time it is.
Yeah.
Close to 7. We were relaxing in the cockpit, and the little critters that they are started to attack. So we have now hit, it is 80 degrees in here and getting colder, and we're just hanging out. We have the slide pushed over to the left because we're hoping to have some visitors coming over to the boat to have a couple drinks and maybe some karaoke on the boat. We'll see what happens. You like the AC?
It's nice in here.
Good morning. So it's day 3 here in Miami, Biscayne Bay area. We didn't get much video yesterday because the wind was so gloomy. We came straight over from Grove Harbor dinner key spot, and came straight over to No Name Key anchored, No Name Harbor. Sorry, I'm getting corrected. No Name Harbor anchored, met up with Monday Never and had some lunch. Got to get some good conversation with them, and now we're just waking up Sunday morning, hanging out. Not sure what we're doing today. I think we're gonna go south and get down to Elliott Key and hang out there for the next 2 days. So hopefully this weather will clear up. It's still kind of gloomy down here, but whatever, life is good. We're on the boat, we're happy. So that's about it. That's all. At a marina, and then we are going to be heading south. So the sun is out, the water is beautiful, traffic on the water is pretty crazy right now. We've got lots of boats everywhere, but so far it's been a pretty good day. On our sail down to Elliott Key, we did a quick run through what is left of Stiltsville, which is just south of the Key Biscayne.
And this is what happens when you try to work on the barbecue on the water to readjust it so that it's even and level, and it slides right off the end of the pole into the water. Luckily, the water is only about 4 feet deep. Where's the barbecue at though? There she blows! Our wonderful barbecue. I got it. Sitting here in Elliott Key on Biscayne Bay. We're probably about 10 miles away from Miami, and it's pretty secluded out here. There's not much out here, so the cell reception really stinks. We're getting 3G, barely getting a bar, and really having a hard time getting anything across the internet to work. And so I remember a trick that I saw another cruiser do. So took my cell phone, put it in this plastic baggie, put a little air in there so it's got a little flotation if it something happens to it. Put it in this nice little grocery bag and tied it up tight. Tied here. And then attached it to a halyard and ran it up the mast here. That's all there is to it. As soon as we put it up there, we put it on our personal hotspot on our iPhone, so it became a Wi-Fi hotspot, and we had perfect reception. We were able to work 2 phones off of it. Could look at YouTube, whatever. It worked great. So nice little trick if you're in Anchorage. The advantage of having a sailboat, you can get things up high, and it works.
While prepping the boat to pull anchor, we were welcomed by some fighter jets for a very cool 4th of July flyby. Then we headed just north to a cut to head out to go snorkeling.
Proud of ourselves. We are out at Base Shoal or something like that, and we got our first mooring, hooked it on the first try. Super excited. We've got about a 3-foot swell out here, and the McGregors just suck with the swell, but we're gonna make do, get in the water and get off the boat, but that's what happens.
Sailing offshore of Elliott Key. We just left a snorkeling spot. I think it was Bosch Shoals, and got a little bit of underwater video snorkeling. It's just a great day out here. There's a little bit of a swell coming out of the east, but as soon as we put the sails up, it kind of evened out the swell, so we got pretty much a beam reach. Heading down, not much wind, probably only 6 to 8, so we're kind of motor sailing along, and it's about 6 to 7 miles down to the next inlet on the south end of Elliott Key, and I forget what the pass is called, but we're going to go in there and find another place to anchor on the south end of Biscayne Bay tonight.
If you've never been to South Florida, there's nothing better than entering the channel and being greeted by the beautiful changing colors of the water. Once we got to the inside of the island, we decided it was definitely time to anchor and get cooled off. listen to our podcast, then you know this freshwater spray bottle was once our product of the week. After a cool off from the Florida heat, we headed south to North Key Largo to Alabama Jack's, where the owner was extremely hospitable and the food was great. Our last night at anchor ended in the south side of Card Sound, where we once again enjoyed another beautiful sunset. We had a wonderful weekend in Biscayne Bay. Our journey north was going to be 20 miles, so with our water ballast out, we went full speed to the ramp to get the boat pulled out. Hey, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have you heard our podcast? Well, head over to thesailingroad.com, where we interview cruising sailors from all over the world, and we have our Amazon store.